I am sick. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Hi. It's been a while. Sorry if my voice sounds a little mouth noise is gross. Sorry if my voice sounds a little I don't know how to describe this. It's been a while. I don't remember how to stream. Hi. Hello. If you're just coming in, it's been a while. I am sick. I just got home a couple of days ago, and yeah, things aren't looking very good here, but it's okay. We're gonna ease back into things. Dizzy, can you blow your nose into a mic for us? It's actually not that bad right now, so unfortunately I cannot, but thank you. Hi. Hello. Hi, love bugs. I've missed you. Sorry if I'm like fucking mouth breathing into a mic right now. Did you miss me? Yes, terribly, unmeasurably, very much, yes, very much, of course, yes, we did. Dizzy, yes, I missed you. Hi, Dizzy, I miss you always, very much so very much miss you, you dork. Yes, it was so long, yes, so much, yeah, I miss you for real, unimaginably, perhaps, it's been so long, it's all good, miss you, Dizzler, I miss you so much, I lost a bunches, needed to count how much I missed you. Yes, kinda dizzy withdrawals. We did miss you. We did. Thanks, guys. Thanks. And thank you for all the memberships and gifted memberships as well. I will get to them in a bit, but I need to get my bearings first. It's been such a long time since I've streamed. It's been like basically 24 hours since I've been upright also, so kind of just getting used to being in this chair again. Take your time. Welcome back. Thank you. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't come back with milk. I came back with plague instead. Sydney, thank you for $2. Enough said. Pin Roy Apple is this a witch's spell? Thank you, I think. Inferno Saxon, thank you for $2. Does love Arm and Hammer, Saline, Spray, May help? You know saline is just saline, right? You don't have to buy a specific brand. They all kind of just work similarly because it's saline. Gobo Strips, thank you for the membership. Mario Sanchez, thank you for 12 months. Welcome back, Dizzy. Hope you had lots of fun. Speedy recovery. I missed you. Marl, peace and love. Does it sound like I had fun? Sorry, should I cough into the mic again? Your coughs have a lot of bass. I think I just have I have a pretty like masculine voice for a woman in general. Not saying anything, but believe what you want. Kepda, thank you for 5 months. Miss you more, thank you. Silver Spire, thank you for 18 months. Damn right, I missed ya. Red Shipley, thank you for 33 months. Ooh, I miss you, Dizzy. Cough intermission. Ooh, I miss you, Dizzy, so much. Thank you. RP Grizzly, thank you for $2. Dizzy sick voice sounds sexy, as weird as that sounds. No, I've heard that comment like several times. I'm kind of numb to it. Bowie Bonivo, thank you for 1 gifted membership. Daisy Chain J, thank you for 16 months. Bug is back in town. I think it also helps that my mic is like right here, because I can't really raise my voice right now, because usually I'm like fucking screaming and hollering during streams, so it has a little bit more of an ASMR effect. Maribine, thank you $5 for tissue or Vicks or whatever, thank you. Notorious BSG82, thank you for 32 months. Welcome back, Dizzy, miss you, hope you get well soon, thank you. Who the hell is asking me for uppies right now? I am sick. I am sick. I am hacking a lung out, okay? Like disgusting things. I'm sweating buckets and you want fucking uppies? You want fucking uppies? I have clearly spoiled this chat far too much. You guys are messed up. Yeah, at least wait a week or two. Yeah, at least wait a week or two. Or get uppies from each other. Dracon, thank you for 5 gifted memberships, thank you. Chris P, thank you for 33 months. Hi Sick, welcome back, we miss you, thank you. Yakumo Yomi, thank you for 33 months. Metami, thank you for 16 months, welcome back. Dizzy, don't die. Vent Zero, thank you for 11 months, welcome back. Dizzy, get well soon, thank you. RB Grizzly, thank you for 30 months. As a pure blood love bug, don't die. Dizzy, that cough sounds bad. It sounds worse than it is, maybe. I don't know. I want to say that of the invaders that got sick, I am the least sick out of them, but that might not be the case anymore, because when everyone initially got sick, so we all got sick literally around the same period, the same day, basically. So when that hit, I think Jelly got hit the hardest. And then Ember's immune system historically has just been, you know, and I tend to bounce back pretty fast. So after we initially got sick, there was like a day or two where everyone just assumed that I was feeling better. And I was, like, I was audibly, like, my throat hurt less, and I audibly was better than the other two for the most part. But then after we finished filming and everyone was set to go home, I think the adrenaline finally wore off. And also just because of my particular situation, and we'll get into that later, I think that had worsened my condition, and that's when I started running a fever, which was really, really rough, because it was like the first hot day that we had in Tokyo. So it was already hot outside, plus I was running a fever, plus I had to like make it all the way to the airport, and from the airport I didn't have a direct flight, so I basically ran a fever across like 3 country borders, and I felt like super bad. I felt like a super spreader. But yeah, we'll get into that later. Yeah. Tapier King, thank you for 33 months. Welcome back, Dizzy. Hope you had a good trip and also start feeling better. Thank you. Toaster Enthusiast, thank you for 1 month. Welcome back. Hope you get well soon. MK0, thank you for 18 months. Thank you. Toaster Enthusiast, thank you for gifted membership. Garbage Ponsu, thank you for 33 months. Purple Mini Citrus, Lindsay, thank you for gifted memberships. Thank you. I know that I still need to catch up, so we'll get back into it. But yeah, traveling sick is the worst for sure. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It usually doesn't happen to me. I'm usually pretty good at managing that stuff. But yeah, this trip kind of took me out for sure. But yeah, it's been a while. hello, happy Monday. If it's Monday for you. I'm home now, and I'm sorry that I don't have a schedule up yet. I was going to post one, but I didn't get up until like 3:30 today. I'm a little jet lagged. Which sucks because I'd really like to be back on a normal schedule. You do realize that everyone here thinks it's a smooch fest when you get together. Who said it wasn't? Who said it wasn't? Sage Forever, thank you, $2. Fun for my Oshia buy underwear again. Oh yeah, that's a thing that happened. I'll talk about that later. JD Snakes, thank you for 15 months. Welcome back. Get well soon. Thank you. Strike. Strike Z Cole, thank you for 8 months. Dizzy Doko, roll into bed. Thank you. River of Gorillas. I actually need to spend less time in bed. I think it's taking a bit out of me right now. River of Gorillas, thank you for $5. Give me them plague bug uppies. Misty terribly dizzy. Get well soon. Selfish. Kowloon, thank you for the super chat. Hey Kowloon, I was inside of you. I was in you this weekend. Thank you for a super chat. Panda White, thank you for 6 months. I had a very long layover. Panda White, thank you for 6 months. Bug, welcome back. Hope you recover soon. These last few weeks, I've missed you a lot. Hope you guys had a productive work and enjoyed stuff with the girls. Thank you. It should have been me. Talk so well, thank you for 26 months. Welcome back, Bug. Get well soon. Greedlock, thank you for becoming a love bug. Shindargar, thank you for the 1 month. It's not like we miss you much or anything. Stupid. Hope you get better. Thank you. Jedi Dust, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Arc 69 Angel, thank you for 8 months. Dizzy, ooh, I need uppies. Spoiled. Enthusiasm Misaki, thank you for 24 months. Welcome back to Z. Missed your bunches. Nice cough. Oh, look, 2 years. Neat. Akil, thank you for 199. Soup can fund. Only if it's corn pottage. Only if it's Japanese corn soup. That stuff is lit. ADTR, thank you for the 21 months. Weep King, thank you for 11 months. Maravine, thank you for 32 months. Thank you for extra flam. You can really hear it, huh? My bad. Demonstrous, thank you for $10. I cannot believe my bug Oshi caught a bug in the land of Nippon. Jokes aside, please take it easy for our sake, if not yours. Also miss you bunches and bunches. There was no punchline, that is not a joke, but thank you. Red Heracross, thank you for 19 months. Our bouncy bug hag is back. Thank you. God, why is there still stuff I need to catch up on? How the fuck did I do this pre-break? I am trying to turn my head so I don't cough directly into my mic. Guys, my bad. Some dude, thank you for 1 month. Miss you, Dizzy. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Chickens Crispy, thank you for $2. Chicken Soup Fund or something. Thank you. Tuesday in it. Thank you for 25 months. Just blame sickness on the dog or the fish man. It's easy. Why is BB catching strays? Bias UCM, thank you for 18 months. Welcome back. Hope you get well soon. Thank you. Greedlock, thank you for 10 months. Welcome back to Z. Missed you so much. Thank you. Eric Jimenez, thank you for the 199 mug with disease. Get hard dizzy. Thank you. Little Miss Popcorn Man, thank you for 29 months. That's a pure blood love bug. Welcome back to Z. You may be sick. I still have to bully you. Reminder that Invader's anniversary is next month. You don't think I'm already like painfully aware of that? Thank you. JD Snake, thank you for 15 months. Welcome back, Yellowstone. Thank you. Deaf Guy, thank you for 24 months. Hello. Daisy Chain J, thank you for $9.99. More to the pile. Thank you. CCVT, thank you for $10. Chicken Soup Pho, Dayquil something assistance. You can still get both pho for $10 where you are. Fucking lucky. Code of a Fox, thank you for the 19 months. Dizzy, I am sick and can't talk or swallow. Since you're sick as well, I choose to blame you. That swallowing thing? Yeah, that's your skill issue, buddy. Hi. Are we past it now? Are we good with the flooding of renewed memberships and super chats? We're satisfied. I can have a breather. I can take a break now. I can have some of this. What is this medicine called? Citron? Neocitron? Neocitron? This sounds like a fucking transformer. Neocitron rolling out. Pug Gorilla, thank you for the 24 months. Konichi Wagwan, paying my rent to a sick bum feeder for 2 years. Get well soon. Dizzy, thank you. Thank you. Alright, Lex, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Master Grant, thank you for 22 months. Wait, one more. Tries, you might chat, but you're never gonna be Twitch chat. Yeah, you're never gonna be Twitch chat. You're never gonna be able to gifted membership and super chat me to an overwhelming wall. Okay, they just have more power. They just have more power. M9, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Zuni, thank you for 28 months. Welcome back to Zin. Yes, we did miss you. I don't want to be Twitch chat. We don't want to be Twitch chat. Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to try so hard. It's okay. I'm fine the way things are. Zincro, thank you for 33 months. Dizzy, could you cough in an uncomfortable manner? Like you were just getting home from recording 3D for a week? I mean, I feel like that's what the last 19 minutes of recording have been, but like, since you asked nicely. Ow. That was chunkier. Take some meds. I can't believe. Do you know how disgusting it is to describe someone's cough as chunky? Holy fuck. Global Strips, thank you for $5. Diz, thank you. Suave, thank you for 25 months. True Love Bugs have their mouth open to catch the love bugs. I think I'm mostly non-infectious. I think the other 2 invaders are slightly more infectious than me because I slept next to Lumi for most of the trip and she is fine. So I think patient 0, that invalidates me from being patient 0. Yeah. Her Jelly nearly die. I mean, I feel like Jelly's situation is a gross abuse of medication. I think Ember is actually probably the worst off right now since her immune is naturally just like not the greatest. So it might be a couple of days until you guys hear from her, but hopefully when she's back, you guys, I'll give her, a warm welcome back. Yeah. So she's a junkie. Well, it's very hard to become a junkie in Japan. One fucked up thing we found out is, so we were all taking like cold medicine, right? And in Japan, to get cold medicine, you can only buy 1 pack at a time. Like it's a pack per person. So we couldn't just send one person to pick up the medicine for us. We had to individually each go to the pharmacy and pick up our own pack. And we got this like extra strength 3-day pack that Jelly recommended for us. And so we all started taking that, and the recommended dosage is 3 pills, like 9 pills a day or something, and 3 pills per round of consumption, I guess. And we were taking that. Yeah, 9 pills a day, goddamn. Well, here's the thing. We were initially just taking it, and we were just like, wow, this must be some like really strong stuff. You have to take 9 pills a day. If it's 3 pills per round of consumption, it's 9 pills a day. Like this has to be some hardcore stuff, right? And then Ember looked it up on her phone, and unironically, the 9 pills do not even equal like 1.5 North American Tylenols. In terms of active ingredients. What's the point then? You fucking tell me. You fucking tell me. Yeah, their over-the-counter is very, 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 very weak. So it was just like, oh, I can't abuse this even if I tried. I would actively like need to expend more effort than it is worth it to abuse medicine in Japan. So yeah, that was the medicine situation, and we got cough drops. We went for a lot of cough drops. I think Ember might have finished a whole bag off on her own. I still have some of mine actually. I haven't unpacked, so they're sitting somewhere in my luggage case right now. Shadowy, thank you for 25 months. Hi Dizzy, I wish you a swift recovery. Thank you. I'll probably be fine. Like, I sound a lot worse than I am probably. I am still running a fever, but I think I sweat most of it out last night. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get good over-the-counter medicine in Japan unless you can get on a US military base and can buy at a commissary. Yeah, and it's so funny because before the trip, everyone was like freaking out. Everyone was freaking out, like managers were freaking out, and talents from other generations were freaking out, being like, hey, like, make sure you mask up at airports so nobody gets anything really bad. And out of respect for my coworkers, like, I obviously did what they asked, so I masked up, which I don't usually do, the entire trip. And I was one of the first people who got to Japan since I went a little bit early, and I was feeling totally fine until the other invaders got there. I was like probably one of the people who least anticipated getting sick, but here I am. Yeah. BB Biscuit paid chatter, thank you for $5. How much to cough into the mic? Rewind about six minutes ago and you should find it. Thank you. You'll probably get a free one in a couple minutes because I can feel it itching in my throat. Are you blaming them? So who's patient 0? Listen, it's between me, Ember, and Jelly. One of us is patient 0. I'm just saying, I have a better track record than the other two. I have a much better track record than the other two. Insectivo, thank you for 6 months. Great to have you back and hope you feel better soon. How much for a jar of Dizzy Sweat? Well, if you had asked earlier, I would have collected some in Japan, and then it would have been even more valuable because it'd be Dizzy Sweat Japan. Master, and thank you for 5 months. Hi Dizzy, sorry I'm late. Unfortunately, dinner time for my family is around 8 p.m. EST. Always sucks when I have to miss the start of your stream. Don't worry, you didn't miss out on much. Dizzy Biscuit. Dizzy Biscuit, BB Biscuits paid chatter. Thank you for $2. Yeah. Oh my, Dizzy Sweat Japan. Yes, it really inflates the price. It really does. You can sell some extra strength bath water for this one. I actually didn't take very many baths this time. I think that's part of the reason I got sick. Not enough hot baths. Too many cold showers. I only took one cold shower. So this time, this is the first Japan trip where I've stayed in an Airbnb. I've been to Tokyo maybe like 6 or 7 times now. It's not always for phase. I've taken a couple personal trips, and then I've gone for other work before, and usually like if I'm going for work, I'm usually put in like a cheap business hotel, right? And if I'm going for personal, I'll usually get my own hotel. But this time it was for phase, and this time we were put in Airbnbs just because it was the more affordable option, especially considering that it's sakura season. And so I've never had to deal with the Japanese bath system before. So I didn't really know how to. Usually I just turn on the tap and there's hot water. But if you live in a Japanese style home, there's this little panel, I guess, that you have to turn on to activate the hot water. And the one for our Airbnb was kind of hidden. So there were like 2 panels for it. One is in a hallway. Well, 3. There's kind of 3 panels. One is in a hallway. The second one is by the door to the shower. But it doesn't actually activate the hot water. It actually activates the dryer. And then the third one is hidden next to the bathtub. Like you actually have to pull down this little plastic cover, and there it is. And so I spent like an hour my first night trying to figure out how to get the hot water going in Japan before like giving up, crying, and calling BB. And this is like past midnight, right? Like this is all happening past midnight. So thank God she was still awake. And I FaceTime BB. I'm like I'm in tears. I'm just like, BB, how do I get hot water in Japan? And I'm giving her a walkthrough of Airbnb, and she too is befuddled. Because the panel outside of a shower is usually the panel that activates hot water, and she's looking at the panel and she's just like, why does it say dry? Why does it say dry? So we're just walking around. I'm walking around with her on FaceTime. So we're just walking around the Airbnb trying to find this panel to get hot water. And we're very intimate now because I've flashback around my coochie like 7 times during this call. Until we finally find the hidden panel and get the hot water running. And yeah, so that was my experience. That was my experience with cold showers and trying to get hot water in the Airbnb. Obligatory should have been me. As if you guys would be able to find the hot water panel in my Airbnb, okay? Love bugs are the last person I'd call. Some people drown while others burst to death. We could learn. Yeah, so I took a cold shower that night. Woke up still fine, and then eventually I have other more capable invaders join me. She hates us. Ooh. Just use a stove and boil the water. Well, that's the thing too. There was like this Airbnb was so devoid of necessities that when Jelly landed, we had to like go on a quest for basic supply. So even like there was a stove, but if I wanted a hot water, there was nothing to boil it in. So like even having like tea in the morning or instant coffee was a struggle. Yeah. Really put the air in Airbnb. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not very Japan. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the others also didn't have the greatest Airbnb situations, but you'd have to ask them yourself. Sounds rough. Yeah, I think I'm just old, to be honest. I think I'm just old and I've become I've become too used to life's niceties, I guess. Like, I can't sleep without having 2 blankets. So even like sharing a bed with Lumi was like a difficult experience for me because we had 2 blankets, we had 2 comforters, or 2 duvets, whatever you want to call them. Which, you know, she only took half of one. And I was still freezing. I was still freezing to death every morning. Yeah. Is Lumi a blanket hog? No, I am by far the worst. I am by far the worst when it comes to hogging blankets. I was actually like praying. So the order of arrival to the Airbnb was me, Jelly, Ember, Lumi last, right? And so we gave Jelly the single room because she's pretty sensitive when it comes to sleep. So that was a given. And then there was a room of 2 beds. And so the beds were also a bit bigger. So I thought it was a given that'd be me, Ember, and Lumi in that room. So I took the furthest bed. And I left a nicer one to Ember because it's closer to the closet. So it's like less issues getting ready and stuff, right? I left that one to Ember and I fucking prayed. I prayed that Lumi would go choose bed with Ember in it. But she naturally just came to my bed and I was just like, fuck, I have to sleep with someone, fuck. She ended up moving out a few days into her stay. With our blessings, of course, I feel like I need to say this because Lumi hates endearing herself to an audience, but to anyone who was getting on her case about it, she did feel fucking awful for leaving the invaders Airbnb. Like, before and after she left, she kept texting, asking if she should come back because she felt so bad about leaving. But she did leave with our blessing because I was I sound like this. And, you know, like, Ember and Jelly were not much better. She made the right choice. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I said, she messaged me and she's just like, do you think I should come back? Do you think the others will be upset? I was just like, no. Congratulations. Congratulations on getting out. I'm so jealous. At least one of you managed to escape the plague. Yeah. Lumi was ready to get the plague too for all of you. I think she would have if we like came down on her and told her to stick it out, but I think she would have resented us forever. I think that's actually how the invader wish friendship would have ended. Like Unity canceled forever if we made her stay, because she would just hold that over our heads till the end of time. Like, oh my god, you gave me tuberculosis. I couldn't even blame her for that, because she does have a lot of work that she needs to do this week. Lemon spice. No, it's totally fair. It's totally fair. I probably would have been mad in the same situation. Makusu, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Invader friendship turned rivalry. No, it's just resentment. It's just resentment. If I knew for a fact that I had something I needed to do when I get home, and my friends put me in a situation where I would have been prevented from doing it, I would be fucking pissed. I would be so fucking pissed. So I'm very happy that she seems well. Donza Patero, thank you for $5. You have a plague, so do we burn the infected now or later? Oh, but I'm such a cute little rat. I'm such a cute little rat. Yes. She wanted to come back because she was jealous of you guys getting rid of geroticism. Without her, there was not much geroticism to be had when we were all fucking mouth breathing. Sorry to burst the bubble. Mouth breathing is hot. Okay. Okay, you're kind of gross for that, but okay. Probably me stripping you $2. Don't say that. You'll summon the rat plucker. At least it's not the rat shaker. Ayo. No, my fanfic. No. Okay, but did you manage to use Jelly as a dress-up doll at least one time? A little bit, I guess. A little bit. I think. What did we do even? We didn't spend as much time shopping this go around. I don't know. Our schedule kind of got messed up pretty badly. So the original plan for Invaders was we were all gonna come a little bit earlier so we could spend time together and like do stuff. But with the whole field situation, like flight options were super limited this time. So I landed on the day that we were all supposed to get there. And then Jelly and Ember ended up coming a day after. And then Lumi ended up coming 2 or 3 days after that. So the schedule that we had planned out ended up crumbling pretty immediately. And then it's just, you know, immediately into work in practice. So we didn't really have time for a lot of the plans that we made. Yeah, it's also a very busy season to be in Japan. And it's such a waste. It's such a waste. Everyone comes to see the cherry blossoms, but I live on the West Coast, There's literally cherry blossoms outside my home. If I want to see cherry blossoms, all I do is roll up the blinds. They mean like absolutely nothing to me. It's just a pink tree, but it's Japan. But cherry blossoms, Japan. Yeah. Cherry blossoms, Vancouver. What of it? Do you know we actually get Japanese tourists during our cherry blossom season so they can see the Canadian cherry blossoms because it's inherently less people in cherry blossoms, Japan? Or they want to point and laugh at the mid-cherry blossoms, if anything. I don't know, I think our cherry blossoms go pretty hard. Because if anything, they're manufactured to look better. Parks Canada and all that. But yeah, it's such a nothing time. It's such a nothing time, I think, for me, so. I think we, like, walked by a row of them at some point, and I was just like, okay, cool, next. Just, okay, cool, next. What would you want to see? From Japan, specifically? I don't know, I'm just not that... Japan's a fine country and everything. There's just not a lot there that appeals to me. Like, I'm a weeb, but I don't own a ton of physical merchandise, so, you know, things like Akihabara, anime, Ikebukuro, that appeal is lost on me. Clothes also fits weird. It's cheaper there for sure, but most of the clothes is one size, and if you're not that one size, then you're kind of fucked for shopping. And like the average Japanese shape would be like, so if something fit me in the waist, then I'd be too big in the hips for it, and if something fit me in the hips, I'd be too small in the waist, because the average Japanese one size is very linear, for lack of a better word. And also, yeah, I'm a little top heavy, so that chest area was always a struggle. You're just too tall, Disney. I mean, height-wise, I'm fine. Height-wise, I think I'm about average there. But it's everything else. My food preferences also just don't really match up with Japan. Like, Japanese food is good, but Japanese food is good, but I can only have so much of it before I'm sick of it. And they don't really have a lot of variety there. Like, I think we had American breakfast like one time. I got McDonald's once, and then Ember stole some of my chicken nuggets. That's a thing. Japanese desserts are good. I'm also just like, I like desserts, I like sweets, but I can't eat it for every meal, you know? I'm kind of old. I'm kind of old, you know, my heart might just fucking stop if I do that. Yeah, I like sushi, so I've been lucky with that. I like sushi too. I can't have it every single meal. I don't know. It's too cold for me. Ember wouldn't do that. You are lying. She would literally do it and tweet about it. Shut up. What else? I hate crowds. I absolutely hate crowds, so getting around downtown Tokyo is like extremely frustrating to me. I don't know, like, oh my god, there was a situation, we were taking a cab to dinner, and there were some girls, some of the other girls, it was one of those extra large cabs. Some of the other girls were in the backseat talking about like their favorite shopping center, their favorite mall. And I had just been to that mall like the other day, and I had a miserable experience. But I went anyways. But they were just talking about it, and we're just like, yeah, the shopping there is the best. Like, you find all the good stuff there, whatever. I'm just keeping quiet to myself. Mayor, thank you for gifted memberships. I'm just keeping quiet to myself because all I can think of is like, how the fuck do you even move around that mall? Because you're packed like sardines in there. I went on a weekday night. I went to that mall on a weekday night. And I still couldn't find room to breathe. How are you guys actively shopping there? Shove people? That's very un-Japanese of you. That's very un-Japanese. And 14, well, thank you for 33 months. I'm here to give a plug from a travel recap. Thank you. Yeah, so... after like 6 or 7 Japan trips, my reveal is Spring Japan. Unimpressive. Thank you. Any good anime or Digimon merch? I'm just not big on anime or Digimon. I did pick up one of the newer Tamagotchis while I was in the Hong Kong airport of all places, because it's the Tamagotchi Paradise was basically sold out of every Bandai Namco store that I went into in Tokyo. And it's virtually impossible to get the global version here in Canada. But while I was in the Hong Kong airport, there was like a toy store. And I noticed that they had the new Forest Tamagotchi Paradise. So I snatched that one up, and it was like $30 cheaper than what I would have bought it for in Canada. So I was very grateful for that. Yeah, the Hong Kong airport is pretty nice. It is. I ended up using the lounge there because my layover was so long. And one thing that they have in the lounge is massages. So I ended up getting a foot rub, and I feel so bad for the guy giving me a foot rub because he spoke okay English. But I feel like he was pretty uncomfortable still dealing with like a foreigner. And so I sat down, and as he went to go like rub my feet, upon first glance, they are normal feet. But upon touching my feet, he just went, "Oh, it's like meat." I felt so bad. Is that good? Pure attention? It's not fair. No, what does he mean by that? Chubby feet or just swollen? I think they were very, very, very swollen. I think they were very, very swollen because I'm still pretty like numb. My feet are like still pretty numb right now. But yeah, I felt pretty awful about it. But I needed a break. I should be a foot masseuse. Yeah, I mean, follow your dreams or whatever. Follow your dreams. Hey, that's where work is good money now. How swollen do they get? Jeez. I mean, it's Japan, so it's also like a lot of walking, and historically I've never had a good time with comfortable footwear. Calvin, thank you for 25 currency. Quitting my job to be a foot massager right now. And maybe next time I have a ridiculous layover, you can massage my meat. I thought you were fit. These things do not have to. What the fuck is your problem, man? What the fuck is your problem? You can be in relatively good shape without having disgusting feet, okay? Gallus Dometicus can't be tech priest. Thank you for the 19 months. Plague Japan, welcome back though. Looking forward to seeing all the super secret projects. Are they even a secret? Are they even? Are they even a secret at this point? I feel like everyone else has spoiled them to hell and back. I mean, it's to a point where other people have spoiled my own performance more than me. Which, by the way, I know some girls have already mentioned some things, but I would prefer it if you guys take it with a grain of salt. I will talk more about that stuff probably closer to FaceCon. Yeah, worst kept secret ever. Leak Me has barely started yet. There's 2 concerts. Well, it's technically announced now, so I can. Yeah, there's two concerts. There's gonna be 2 full concerts and shows for FaceCon, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. Yeah. I haven't heard shit, honestly. That's because you're not a whore. Is Dizzy singing in 2 concerts as well? Set list might be announced sooner or later. I don't know. I haven't got my eye on it. You'll see though. Insect Devil, finger $2. You mean you're not performing on the moon? Shocking. I don't really remember anyone talking about it. You guys are trying to trick me. You guys are trying to trick me into talking about it by saying that you haven't heard anyone else talk about it, when clearly other people have talked about it. Guys, I watch streams, okay? I do watch streams. I'm not active in chat, but I do lurk in streams. We would never deceive you. Oh, yeah. Lying on the internet. What a new and profound concept that has never, ever been done before. Wow. I just hope you recover fast from a plague. Thank you. Bungie, thank you for 5. Thank you for $5. Have a super chat as a thank for helping me studying my 5,000 word long final today. Jesus Christ, I hope you pass. Congratulations on getting through it. You lie to us about concerts and events. When have I ever done that? When have I ever lied to you guys about concerts and events? What the hell, man? What the hell? You can't even point out one time. Citrus Elfrest, thank you for 33 months. Speaking of streams I never watched, how about the Lizzie model that may have been on a Lumi stream? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I was totally gonna do something with it if I came back healthy, but I sound like shit right now, so you guys, I'm holding off on any major streams, but hopefully soon, eventually. No, if you watch Lumi's last stream before leaving, there may have been a special guest feature. on that stream. If you didn't, then don't worry, you didn't actually miss out on anything. Except a wonderful Lumi stream, of course. But yeah, something, that model is for something eventually. Clearly, probably, maybe. I'm glad to have you back. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Thank you. I also hope I feel better soon. Sorry, I've just been rambling for the last hour. What were we talking about? I went to Japan. I came back. I'm kind of miserable because I'm sick right now. I owe you guys a schedule. You flashing BB plays Japan. Any time to have fun with Wish. Went to Japan, got to dance, back now. Yeah, basically. You forgetting our milk. It's okay. I bought Neo Citron instead. I don't know. It was closer to 10 or 11 days, but even then I feel like 10 or 11 days is too much for Tokyo. I wanna go somewhere else in Japan. I wanna go to like Okinawa or something. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. I wanna like stand on the beach and stare at the, I think you can see, is it Hong Kong's military base? I believe that from the beaches of Okinawa, you can see Hong Kong's military base. So yeah, I'd like to go stand on an Okinawan beach and look at that sometime. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, you cannot? What is it? What do you see from Okinawa? You see something crazy, but I'd like to do that. Red hair across, thank you for $5. Oh yeah, I got your jacket and love it. Really nicely designed. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, my merch got shipped out while I was away. Hope you guys are enjoying that. Yeah. Go relax with monkeys at the onsen. I wouldn't want to do natural onsen. I think the benefit of Japan being a modern society is that everything can be so controlled. You know, like if I want nature, I'll stay at home. We have natural hot springs here. We have like Harrison or whatever. We have cherry blossoms. We just don't have a lot of the same niceties as Japan does, you know. So like the onsens I've been to there are pretty luxurious experience, and that's why I would go back. But also, I can't fucking recall the name of the onsen that I went to one time because it was for a work trip, so I didn't book any of my tickets. I've been to Harrison. It was kind of nice. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. It's also a tourist trap. I don't know. I'm pretty content just to fill my own tub and put Epsom salt into it and die. Vancouver is just Asia at this point, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Actually, during the trip, I tried tricking Ponko into thinking I'm white, which it was a poor attempt of it. It was a very poor attempt. We were just like sitting. We were just sitting in the break room, and she was asking another person, like, oh, like where are they from? She was asking one of the studio staff members there, where are they from? And they like gave her an answer, whatever, and things went quiet for a bit, and I just looked at her dead in the face, and I just go, I'm white. And it like takes her a minute to like kind of clock into it, and she just smiles and she goes, no, you're not. I feel like it was still a good attempt because it took her a second. It took her a second. Like she had to like really think about it. So I was just like and after that, everyone just fucking chimes in, like fucking Fishman and Lumi chime in, and they're just like, yeah, no, you're more Asian than me. I'm like offended by Fishman saying that. It's just like, I'm more Asian than you, Fishman? Me? Me? The nerve, no, actually. And then Lumi's laughing because she's just like, yeah, Dizzy's just like me. Dizzy's just like me. She's white. But yeah. I was so close. I was so close. I swear to God, if Fishman didn't chime in with that "you're more Asian than me" shit, I would have passed. I would have passed. I was wearing my contacts that day too. I was wearing my fucking contacts that day too, so I thought that made me look a little whiter. You know, like when we all have our little like motion caps on and you can't see the hair and we're all wearing masks so the facial features are all obscured. And you know, I have like my contacts in and I'm like, yeah, I'm white. I'm white, guys. I listen to Taylor Swift. I'm white. Yeah. Do you like mayonnaise on every Ooh, that might have been the giveaway. That might have been the giveaway. What's your opinion on a mayo banana sandwich? I don't like any sandwich with mayonnaise on it. I'm not a mayo person. I'm just not a mayo person, period. Dang, gonna have to revoke your white girl card now. No. Ow. Not even QP mayo. I think white people like QP mayo more than Asian people like QP mayo because it has a thicker viscosity. Spider Dude, thank you for $2. I like Dizzy and white rice, same thing. Really? Makes sense. I never heard of QP. It's like a Japanese mayonnaise brand. And it's, I think, higher fat content. Sorry, I'm a little out of it right now. Yeah. Thicker and a bit sweeter. The Monstrous, thank you for $2. I'm white and I vehemently dislike mayo. Okay, you want your special star? You want an award for that? QP mayo equal Miracle Whip. Isn't Miracle Whip quite thin? Isn't Miracle Whip quite thin? I don't know. Condiments wise, I would rank mayo pretty low. I know that in Japan, mayo and ketchup is a really popular combination for French fries, but I'm more of just like, if I were to rank it, I would say ketchup, mustard are in like A tier or S tier, whatever the highest tier for condiments is. I don't know. That's another condiment. sriracha, slightly below that, and then mayo somewhere down at the bottom. Yeah. I usually just eat fries without any condiments. We were fucking slamming those French fries back. I'm pretty sure every restaurant we went to, either me or Ember would end up ordering French fries. Just because, okay, here's the thing. It was one of the most consistent hot foods we could get on menus. There was so much cold food because we kept going to izakayas. And if you ever go to like an izakaya, like you get some like grilled meats, but then mostly everything else is gonna be a cold food. So you get like sushi, you get like cold vegetables, you get like cold seafood, tempura. I don't like fried foods that much. Karaage, yeah, I guess you could get karaage. But one of the most reliable dishes, if you wanted to eat something hot, was potato fries. And so every single restaurant we went into, we would get potato fries. Just to like warm our bodies. Mm-mm-mm. Did you get sick of the yakiniku too? Oh yeah, like immediately. I don't know. I kind of... I can't process carbs and fats that well. Like I prefer lean meats, and like I typically eat like a lot of like fruits and vegetables in my diet, so it's always an adjustment going to Japan because I don't know why certain produce, well, I guess it's because of the way the land is. Like certain produce costs so much more there, and then I think their main sources of nutrient are fattier cuts of protein and carbs. So I was like, here we go again. Master, and thank you for $2. My Venezuelan born dad loves mayo on everything. So, oh, God forbid anyone not be part of a stereotype, guys. God forbid, fucking snowflakes. It's super expensive there. I mean, it's good. Like, I think we got strawberries at some point, and they were very juicy. Have you had bison meat, Dizzy? Very lean and good tasting. Yeah. I don't mind game. There used to be a restaurant in Vancouver that served a lot of game meat, but I think they closed now, which is a shame. Because I got to try a lot of fun stuff there. Nick Morello, thank you for 15 months. Welcome back, Bug Woman. Hope the play gets better. Thank you. No sweet potatoes? No, actually. I think because it's spring, so a lot of the stuff I actually like to eat there wasn't in season. So unfortunately, I didn't get to have any. I didn't get to have a baked sweet potato. I also didn't get to have Odin, which sucks. I did find corn soup, but it was a struggle. It took us like 3 days to find corn soup. And I just slammed back like 3 cans of that stuff. Oh, it was so good. I don't know. I've tried making it myself, but the homemade stuff just does not taste right. Very sad. Yeah, I know. I think Lumi and Jelly also on one of the days went to this like specialized supermarket, and they brought home like a fancy can of corn soup for me. But it was kind of awkward because we didn't have any way of heating it because it's in a tin can, right? So I can't just pop it in a microwave. And once again, this Airbnb was abysmal when it comes to necessities, so there was no pot for me to boil it in. So I just drank this fancy corn soup like lukewarm, and it was a textural nightmare. There weren't any bowls. There may have been a bowl somewhere. but could we find this bowl? Zazamos, thank you for $5. Hi Dizzy, welcome back, and thank you for harassing the dog maid girl at her hovel. May you recover swiftly. Yeah, I should talk about that. I should talk about that. I think next to invaders, I probably spent most time with BB on the trip. God bless her heart. God bless her heart. It's because last time I was in Japan, I didn't get to hang out with her very much. So we made plans, like private plans, to hang out this time. And she was also just like very sweet and running errands for invaders a lot. So thank you, BB. Thank you, B11. Oh, who's a mystery extra invader to her house? She had a friend over. She had a friend staying with her. Who's very nice, very nice. They helped me. They helped me get around, so appreciate that. Future invader. Guys, don't joke about that shit. Pisses me off. It actually pisses me off. Stop it. No, this is why I can't interact with... I hesitate to tell you guys about any private interactions I have with people outside of this company, because all you start doing is begging for debuts. Okay? And I know it's all fun and games for you guys, but just so you are aware, it makes it very, very difficult for me to have friends. Sometimes I just want to hang out and talk to other people. But when you treat every single interaction I have as a recruitment, it actually spreads a very poor narrative about me. Sorry, dude, I'm always just playing. It's all good. I'm not mad at you guys. I just want to clarify this. And I do understand that I have to clarify it periodically. But once in a while, sometimes friends are just friends. Can your last Uber driver debut? I actually ran into a shocking amount of female Uber drivers while in Japan. Very sweet women. A lot of them smelled really nice. But also, this might be slightly sexist of me. My God, did they drive slow. My fucking God. Like, I would get an ETA. I would get an ETA from Uber, like, oh, once you get in this Uber, it's gonna take 15 minutes to get from point A to point B. I would communicate that to whoever I was going to hang out with. So like, let's say I had plans to meet up with BB, I'd just be like, hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'd get in the Uber and it'd be a female Uber driver, and it would actually take me like double the time to get from point A to point B. And so I'd be sending like constant like updates like, I'm hitting every single stoplight somehow. And I just felt it made me feel really bad because I don't think I was on time for a single thing while in Japan. It's the opposite over here. Female Uber drivers go super fast. What country are you in? How do I get there? Look on the bright side, at least we're beating the stereotype allegations. Is the stereotype that women drive fast? I thought the stereotype was the opposite. I thought the stereotype was that women drive slow and that's why they're dangerous. Because like you should drive at, if not above speed limit most of the time for safe traffic. Yes? No? That is the stereotype, independent of slow, fast. I mean, I can't judge because driving in Japan is a very different thing. I don't think I could drive in Japan, but I also am admittedly a pretty dog shit driver. I only know how to parallel park. I kind of like struggle to back in every single time I have to back in. And to be fair, I kind of blame my driving instructor. Very early on when I was learning how to drive, I sat down with my dad and said absolutely not, because we can't stand each other in those situations. So I paid for my own driving instructor, and the driving instructor basically drilled parallel into my mind, because I guess his thinking was, this is where the average new driver struggles, right? And so I got really fucking good at parallel, but I think he just assumed that pulling in and backing up are natural attainable skills. So I never learned those ones, really. But I can fucking parallel. Yeah, she never learned to pull out, exactly. But yeah, I don't think I could drive. I don't think I could drive in Japan. It's the flow of traffic is just, it's almost too linear. You know how you're not supposed to drive on straight streets? So if you get into like city building and stuff, one of the things that you learn very early on is that straight streets are dangerous because they're so fucking boring that drivers naturally check out. I feel like that's a lot of what Japan is, because there's so many frequent stops and everyone drives at the same speed. I don't know how isekai works, actually. After this trip to Japan, I'm not exactly sure how isekai works, because I've seen the speed that trucks are moving at. How the fuck can that kill you? How the fuck do you die to that? Yeah, they're very law-abiding there. Some bored truck driver, countryside at night. That will do it. But in Tokyo, like, if I got hit by a car in Tokyo, I would just come out with a fat check. And maybe a broken arm, at most. At most. But, yeah. Cyborg dizzy. That'd be fun. That'd be nice. Leaving a dizzy dent in a car. I don't know. I don't even consider myself like that sturdy. If it was Amber, yeah. Yeah, I think Amber would just walk through the car. Mira, thank you for super chat, boy. Get better, my favorite minority. Thank you. Thank you. Dizzy get dented. What else happened in Japan? Oh, right. We were talking about BB and hanging out with BB. Yeah, I met up with her a couple times. Took her to dinner and stuff. Oh, I had BB pay for something for me for the first time in our lives. That was pretty exciting. It kind of felt like watching my daughter grow up. You know, when you get your first paycheck, how you want to like use it to like, you know, take your parents out or whatever. It was kind of the same thing. Because now she's earning phase dollars or whatever. So I met up with her just after payday, like the day after payday, and she was really excited because we went out to go shop. And she's kind of getting into skincare right now, so we went we went to like a department store to go look at skincare, and I picked out some stuff for her. And I didn't bring chapstick this trip, so I picked up a chapstick for myself, and we were getting in line. I was gonna do the checkout myself, but she called me over, and she added the chapstick to her little haul of items, and she bought it for me, and I was just like, oh my god, BB Biscuit. BB Biscuit's all grown up now. I got $7 chapstick from her. That's awesome. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Big spender. Whoa. Big money. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. So that was really exciting. And then we just hung out for a bit. We ended up meeting up with Ember and Fuzuki and Miki afterwards for dinner, which was very last minute. I think I had opened up Twitter for the first time since we landed, and I noticed that Miki was looked to be in the area, so I just hit her up to see if we could do anything. And I was pretty surprised when she said yes, so that was nice. It was nice seeing her. We went to a pretty good restaurant and just hung out for a bit. I'm very glad that neither her nor BB got sick, because I think it was before I was fully ill, but you never know with this kind of stuff. And yeah, I think it was also the last day. I think it was the last free day that we had, Invaders at least, to kind of hang out, because after that we just went straight into work and practice and stuff. Did you get to hang out with Malice? We grabbed dinner together, like, once. We grabbed dinner together once. Then people don't catch codes, right? R.I.P. BB. Hey, that's not true. I'm a fucking idiot. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? But yeah, I didn't really spend that much time with So sorry if anyone got their hopes up. I don't think I really spent that much time with that many people outside of Invaders. BB yes, and I did have dinner. I did go to some of the group dinners here and there, but I mostly just, guys, I'm an introvert. I am actually very introverted by nature, so I mostly just kept to myself. And yeah, it was a work trip at the end of the day, so I kind of had my mindset on getting in and getting out as fast as I can. I just hope you had at least some nice time with Wish outside of all the work. Yeah, we always make it a point, right? We always make it a point. This time we didn't do any, well, it's dual prong. We didn't do any multi-streaming because we all basically agreed to not bring our devices for this trip. So that was one thing. And then the second thing is we all got fucking sick. So it would have just been a very low energy, not fun time, I think. Yeah. Unlucky. Yeah. Oof. And it's so sad. I think every other group was expecting to get sick except us, and then we just kind of ate shit. Yeah, sick off collab sounds cursed. Hope you all feel better soon. I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back to 100% by the end of this week, hopefully. I better, because I have things that I need to do. And then let's just say that Jelly's getting better, because I think she's coping really hard right now. And then Ember will be a minute. Is the Neo Citron hitting? That or brain fog, one or the other. Looks like you'll have to fly the John K out to the warehouse for our next Invaders off collab. We keep telling her to come. We keep telling her to come visit. Yeah. I think she'd actually kind of like it here. Like, not to live. I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy. But I think she wouldn't mind visiting. I think she wouldn't mind it as like a tourist destination. Yeah. Because, okay, based on our conversations, I'm pretty sure Jelly's priorities when it comes to vacation spots are basically number 1, convenience, and number 2, food. And we have both of those things in Vancouver. It's a pretty convenient place to live, or a pretty convenient place to be, and the food culture is pretty good. So I think she'd be like really excited to just be able to roll out of bed and get whatever she fucking wants to eat. I think that would be really exciting for her. Yeah. So we keep telling her to visit. It just really depends, I think, on work schedule, because when things like honestly, this most recent trip comes up, it kind of screws travel plans for the rest of the year over for a lot of us. This trip was pretty last minute. This trip was pretty last minute. Like, we all knew that we'd have a trip this year, but we didn't know when it was up to like about a month ago, I guess. I think someone was telling me they weren't even sure when their flight was until the day of. I don't know the validity of that. Like, maybe they were just joking around about it. But it seemed like very, very kind of snuck up on a lot of us. Yeah. Maybe in the fall when things settle down and all the harvest season food is out. I think summer is really the best time to come to Canada, or Vancouver at least. I can't say much about the East Coast, but like summer in Vancouver, you have like mountain trails to hike. Fresh fruits is always a thing here. Okanagan apples, I guess. Vineyards if you're into wine culture. I say all this like I am a fucking connoisseur of some type, and I regularly go out of my way to enjoy these things. I do not, okay? I came home to my shitty box apartment, and I had shitty mac and cheese, and I slept for a day. And it was fucking awesome. Nothing like your own bed. Dude, fucking beds in that Airbnb were so dog shit. They were so dog shit. Okay, and I like a stiff bed. I like a stiff bed. But these felt hollow. They felt hollow. They also had weird slopes. So they were hollow sloped beds. Oof, like a blow-up mattress? No, unironically, a blow-up mattress would have been more comfortable. Unironically, I would have enjoyed that more. Double slope with the top in the middle? Yes, exactly. So there was like a weird dip on either end of a bed, and for some reason the pillows were like ultra thin. Like imagine your dog's bed and then take an inch off of that. That was the average pillow. And they were also small. You know how there's like a standard pillow size and then there's a queen size pillow? Yeah, these pillows were neither of those things. They were like, you know the pillows they give you in hospitals? It was like that size. Economy pillows, fucking travel size pillows, yes. So no matter which way you slept, unless you were small, and like you had to be smaller than me, you had to be the size of me, curled up like a little squirrel or something, and you slept perfectly in the middle, you're always doing a weird neck bend in your sleep. And there was no extra pillows either, huh? There was only one extra pillow, and I took it because it was for the futon, but the futon was not, that was not a human safe futon. So I had the two pillows. I have the two pillows and I have the two blankets. And this is because everyone else blasts the fucking AC because they are monsters. So I deserved it, okay? I deserved it because otherwise I would have died. But even then, like the dips were so severe that my neck went all the way back. And I'm like hypermobile, so like I'll live, I'll survive, I'll stretch it out. But if you had actual neck problems, it would have been like an unlivable situation for you. So that was the bed situation. So I came home to my $2,000 bed. My beloved $2,000 bed that I do not regret paying $2,000 for a day in my life. And I have barely left that thing. I think I am sexually attracted to my bed at this point. I think I have an abnormal attachment to my bed after that experience. I am fully like willing to commit and marry my bed. $3K here and it was 100% worth it. Yeah, if anything, I regret not spending more. I regret not fucking spending more on that thing. But that thing is with me. It is with me for a lifetime. Hopefully you bought a bed frame for it at one of those fancy liquidation centers. Not all bougie. What happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. I feel the same way about my bed. 300 paid 12 years ago and it's still absolutely perfect. I think once you move from a, like if you've only had shitty beds your whole life, you'll never notice the difference. But once you graduate from shit bed to good bed and then you have to go back, it is a life-changing experience. Your mind never recovers from it. So there's this dating game where you can literally date everything, and I remember there being a bed character. You see, conceptually, I'm with you. Conceptually, I'm with you, but I know what game you're talking about, and I'm gonna say that's a hard pass. That's a hard pass for me. Yeah, I had a shit bed when I went to college. Immediately got bed foam for it and made it better. I thought about getting a bed topper, but it just feels like sacrilege at this point. I spent so much on that mattress that like anything additional just feels like I wasted money, you know? So I should keep my cheap bed for as long as possible. Maybe if you can't afford the nice bed. But I do think it's life-changing. I do think it's life-changing. Hi, Dizzy Onason, and so cute, yeah? Where are you guys coming from? I feel like I'm getting a lot of BB chatters recently. I feel like I'm getting a lot of BB chatters. But the LARP is too crazy in here these days. B11, B-yan-yan. I was joking with I talked to Ira and BB a lot. The three of us, I guess, are pretty close. So we were joking around. I was joking around with Iri today about how I should just get like a full-on mascot suit, like a dog mascot suit to fit in with them as the next outfit. And how I'll re-debut in K9 Connect. Have you guys seen, do you guys know who Woofio is? So in like Story of Seasons, there's this one character who is a marriage candidate for whatever reason. And his whole thing is he's just like the... Here he is. But yeah, he's just like... He's actually just a suit. He's actually a suit. Like, there's no one in the mascot outfit. So if you marry him, you're literally just marrying a suit, but somehow you can actually conceive children with it. Does it speak? Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, so if I ever get a dog outfit, if I ever decide to join K9 Connect, I would heavily reference Woofio for outfit inspiration. Does it feel? I mean, it falls in love with you, canonically, if you pursue it. The pillow experience, yeah, maybe I do have a slightly abnormal preferences. You know, I was never really into boy bands or K-pops. in school. I'm just like not very passionate in pursuit of celebrities. Like maybe this is why me and BB get along. My favorite Jonas brother growing up was Kevin, not because I was particularly like attached to him, but because I'm a hipster and Joe felt like the obvious decision. It tracks. It does. It does. I don't know. Nick was right there. He was also too popular. He was also just too popular. So you're just a contrarian? Yeah, I don't pretend to be otherwise. I don't pretend to be otherwise. Swimming against the current was my thing as well as a teenager. I wish I could like turn it off. I wish I could turn it off. I just lose interest in anything like popular immediately. You know? Why? No clue. Contrarian nature. Contrarian. I'll start liking things after they've been like popular for a while and then they've fallen off. Like I'm thinking about starting Chainsaw Man pretty soon because I feel like enough people were unhappy with how it ended that I could possibly enjoy it now. Did you like Oshinoko? No, not really. But also like, you gotta realize that Oshinoko is an Akakasaka manga. You know? Akasaka mangas are basically at this point known for running themselves into a wall towards the end of their serialization. Their name sounds like a tongue twister a bit. Akakasaka. Yeah, I got put off by Oshinoko because of its fans, and then I heard it got bad anyways. Was the fan base for Oshinoko like particularly bad or something? I don't know. I would say Kaguya-sama fans are a little bit worse because it's like Kaguya-sama got popular during that period where like anime and manga were really bleeding into the normie audience. So unfortunately, I think it picked up a lot of like unironic cringe new wave weeps. Yeah. You sound much less sick now. I've been fucking guzzling. Neocitron, thank you. Not as bad as the weekly shonen stuff, but yeah, cringe tourists abound. Honestly, weekly shonen jump nowadays I feel like is a lot less mainstream than it once was. Like Ichi the Witch is just starting to pick up popularity. Ichi the Witch is just starting to pick up popularity, and it has been, in my opinion, one of the most hype shonen weekly series for over a year now. And then what else is kind of Kagurabachi, I guess. Kagurabachi's popularity still feels like a meme to me, but I guess but like even that, the fact that it was a fucking meme just like kind of made it so unserious, but I feel like the mainstream just didn't touch it for a while. It was never a meme, it was always a fucking meme. Akane Banashi, I think, is getting an anime pretty soon, or just got an anime, so that might hit mainstream, but the subject matter of Akane Banashi in the first place makes it kind of difficult for tourists to get into. What else is in Jump Weekly right now? Hinato's Magic kind of just feels like fairy tale again, but it's pretty good. Under Doctor's gotta get cancelled. Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, I don't mind it. It's not a bad shonen, but it's not a great shonen. That's not gonna get picked up. Sakamoto Days, I think people made a genuine effort to glaze Sakamoto Days. I think there is a genuine effort there by its fans. The anime is actually pretty damn good, I'd say. It is not a series that is easy to get attached to. You really gotta fucking squint if you want any attachment to those characters. It's like, it kind of feels like, I'm probably gonna offend some people here. It kind of feels like poor man's Gintama. Which I feel the Gintama author is working on a new series right now, so we won't need poor man's Gintama anymore. Yeah. Ooh, lad, Gintama is something I haven't heard in years. Gintama is also like one of the great fucking walls of casual crushing, I guess. Because the jokes in Gintama are so niche that you have to have some level of cultural reference to understand them. That, or you completely blank out and like it just because the protagonist is a white hair anime man. There's only two types of fans. There's only two types of fans for that series. It is. I couldn't get into it. You need to have a high weeb IQ to understand Gintama. Very meta and fourth wall breaking. Same with Sergeant Frog. Oh, that's a series I haven't heard of in a while. Sergeant Frog was good. Translator notes. You know, it's a fucking newbie crushing series if you have to pause to read the subs. I don't know, I love Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei despite not knowing any of its political commentary. I mean, that's because Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei had like more esoteric, I guess, humor. Would that be the correct word to use? Is it esoteric? More like eclectic? No, not quite eclectic. Let's go with esoteric. It was like almost shock humor, I guess. The new series by the Zetsubo Sensei author is pretty good. I remember when the Zetsubo Sensei author and the Nagima author had beef with each other. That was a good arc. Oh, did they? Yeah, they would like constantly reference each other in their works and comment about each other. Because I believe their series were kind of I think their studios were close to each other and their series were constantly competing for awards. So they lightly took jabs at each other all the time in their mutual series. Wasn't a frenemies thing. Yeah, but it's funnier to think that they fucking hate each other. I don't know. Was the hate real? Who knows, right? Who knows? But I think for the time it was like unheard of for two mangakas to be duking it out the way that they were. Still mad about how Negima ended. Didn't they have a sequel, UQ Holder or something? Yeah. What else happened during the trip that I can tell you guys about right now? My mind is blanking. My brain is smooth. My friend is a turbo Nagima nerd, loved it and love a UQ holder. I'm surprised that there hasn't been a reboot of it yet. I don't know. Nagima is one of those series that I feel like is eternal. Oh, lack of underwear story. Oh. Okay, so I have a very I'm strangely frugal about strange things. One of these things is underwear, because I feel like it causes a lot of clutter, and if you have too much underwear, you never do the laundry. I packed enough underwear for this trip and some extra. But on the very last day when we're like vacating the Airbnb, I couldn't find any underwear. I couldn't find any of my underwear. It wasn't in my luggage case. It wasn't anywhere. We eventually found one clean pair of panties randomly sitting on the fucking table, and we were very confused. Like, I had Jelly go through my luggage for me and she couldn't find it either. And so at some point during this trip, all my underwear just disappeared. And so I had literally like one fucking pair. That's it. That's it. Like one. And that's what I wore home. But it was very, very traumatic, because this means that somewhere in Japan is all my underwear. And keep in mind, again, I'm very frugal about very strange things. So that's literally all my underwear. I have to go like go buy some new ones the minute I start feeling better, because if not, I do not have underwear. That actually sucks. Yeah. Time for a Costco run. Filthy fucking casual. You think I wear Costco underpants? No, that stuff bunches at the butt weird. Okay, I already have a flat ass. Now you're asking for me to have a flat diaper ass? Disgusting. Disgusting. I will go to Uniqlo, as I always do. Just DoorDash some panties from CVS. Is that a thing you can do in the States? Actually? How bougie of you. They have comfy undies. I mean, yeah, it is actually kind of luxury. I think it's like $10 a pair there if they're not on sale, which is kind of steep if you think about it. But it lasts a while. So, you know, if you think about it, if you get one pair of underwear and then you wear it 10 times, it's only $1 per wear. Yeah. I need more Neocitron. I thought Japan was a place you could buy more in a convenience store or something. It is, but I didn't realize that my fucking underwear stash was missing until the very last day when I'm already headed to the airport. So it was like super unfortunate timing, all things considered. I don't know, it might have gotten, this is my theory, it may have gone mixed up with Ember's stuff, because she packed, her flight was earlier than mine, so she packed in quite a rush. So I'm wondering if she grabbed some of my underwear thinking it was hers. So I'm probably gonna ask about that, but I don't think either of us will be unpacked for at least a couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, similar styles, haha. Well, all my underwear is black, so it could literally be anyone's. Like, it's pretty easy, I think, for that stuff to get mixed up with girls. You didn't have different laundry baskets. I don't think you understand how bad this Airbnb was. Basically, for all of us to unpack and get dressed took up every inch of space. Ember's stuff was in bedroom number 1. Jelly's stuff was in bedroom number 2. My stuff was in, I guess, the shared area. And then Lumi's stuff was in the kitchen. And there was about 3 feet of empty floor where we could walk. And if anyone needed to use the little idols room, you would have to, and someone was in that 3 feet space, you would have to probably back up all the way to the door in the entrance to let them use the washroom. Sorry, idols room. Did it just look like a clothing warehouse had exploded? I think we were all very self-contained, honestly, but even then, it was like overwhelming just because of the lack of space. Like, I was constantly complaining about how we needed to clean up. I was constantly like back and forth, like taking trash out and whatnot, and the space would just never feel clean because of how many of us were in it. Yeah, how long were you girls there? It varies. I think Jelly's still there. For the majority of the people, I think it was a 1-week trip, and then I stayed a couple extra days at the start. Yeah. Very dire. Yes. I don't know. If anything though, I'm glad that I'm very glad it was invaders that I roomed with, because I'm freaking introverted. Nothing personal to any of the other girls. I enjoy spending time with them, but I don't think, even with invaders, I would say 10 days is a struggle. I do not think I could mentally handle being in those tight quarters with anyone else. Yeah, you need alone time. The social battery only has so much. Oh, I'm like the worst in big groups too. Like, I'm fine in groups of like 6 people or less, but the minute it exceeds that, I sort of just zone out. I'm definitely quality over quantity, so I'd rather spend an hour one-on-one getting to know a person rather than network with a lot of people in the same time. Yeah, sounds like dorm living again. See, I've never experienced it. Like, I lived at home during college, so I've never had to share space. Even when I was living with my sister, she wasn't home a ton of the time. So I've always just like been on my own. I think the closest thing I've had to that is I used to share a room with my brother when we were little kids, but we had like separate beds and like our own devices. So I think also we were small. Also, we were munchkin size, so I think it's very, very different. I paid extra to have my own room in my dorm. Oh, you can do that. See, that would be a good idea. I think next time I definitely, even though I love invaders, unless we get like a very nice and spacious like hotel suite, I think I'm just gonna ask to be put in like the cheapest APA, because that's still better for me. Yeah, get your own place. I would if it wasn't cherry blossom season. Basically, hotels are like sold out during cherry blossom season because of all the tourists. Meeting up every day is enough. Living together can get kinda... Yeah. If it... Like, Invaders has proven we can do it. But it has to be like very specific circumstances. There has to be enough room that if one person needs to lock themselves in a washroom for an hour to get some alone time, there's another washroom everyone can use to wash their hands. Like it was nice the first trip we had together, because if I needed to have a crash out, there was always a free washroom where I could just cry for 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know, there's gotta be situations, right, where you're gonna have to like be in spaces or work together with people that aren't the easiest for you to work together with. So I'm quite grateful that in that sense Invaders gets along incredibly well. But living together is another beast. Couldn't get a similar sized Airbnb. I don't think you know what the housing situation looks like in Japan. It is rough. No crying group session. No, that's not a thing that happens in real life. That's not a thing that happens with women in real life. We do not just get in a circle and trauma dump to each other. We are all of a certain age. Is the housing situation good anywhere? Well, debatably. The thing about Japan is homes are fairly affordable, but they're also fairly small, especially in the city, and nothing appreciates in value. Everything just kind of depreciates over time, so it's not really worth it to own anything there because there's no investment to be had unless you get a commercial property, which at that point you're hoping on the rent to carry you, right? So things like Airbnbs are like definitely targeted towards foreigners. The price definitely goes up during these busy tourist periods, and you definitely get what you get with them. Yeah. Yeah, you'll own nothing and be happy, unironically. Yuri manual raid, hello if you're just coming in. They require homes to be torn down and rebuilt after every 3 decades. Is that so? I know there's a lot of ghost homes there. Ghost homes, I don't know if that's the correct phrasing, but it's a lot of homes that are abandoned or like people are just trying to pawn off because the cost for upkeep is too high, and they're in like areas where young people aren't really gathered. Yeah. Yuri's live stream just abruptly went offline. Oh, that sucks. Hi if you're just coming in here from Yuri's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Very hard to get commercial property in Japan as a foreigner, though. I mean, yeah. There's reasons for that, right? So it is what it is. Alright, and inheritance tax is crazy high in Japan too. I don't really know how inheritance tax works, period, so I can't really comment on it at all. Welcome back, Dizzy. Thank you. Housing seems like a problem everywhere currently. I I guess it's kind of falling a little bit in Canada right now. Rent prices are down, but it's also like an incredibly awkward time to buy or sell anything, because if you sell now, you're probably losing money, and if you buy now, there is a chance that you're losing out because it's expected to drop more. But yeah, I've thought about it. I don't. Bit by bit, I'd like to save up and own something. But I don't know how realistic it is for me. Supply is up and prices are down in some places in Texas because they're actually building. Good fucking luck. I mean, I have, you know, there's a reason I live in a fucking shitty neighborhood, right? This place, the place I live is definitely not a place I moved in for comfort, guys. And I've thought about moving out, honestly. With a ghost roommate. I thought about moving out, honestly, because at this point in life, I could probably, since rent is down, I could probably afford to be a little closer to the city, and not like fucking 3 hours out of everything. But I don't know. I have all my stuff here. I don't want to set up my PC again. Yeah. I'm just kind of lazy. Do you want to live in the city? I like convenience, for sure. I like convenience. And for work, it would be nice to be more centralized, just in case people are visiting. That being said, I'm not really sure how many more big phase connect meetups are gonna happen moving forward. But yeah, for those reasons, I think it'd be nice. It also would be a lot nicer to live close to my family, because I don't really see them that much, which, you know, has its pros and cons, because I don't have to spend time with my parents, but I missed my nephew's first soccer game. Don't worry, he lost. But yeah, it'd be nice to be around for things like that, I think. Because you weren't there to cheer, surely. I don't know, I feel like that pressure kind of makes it harder. But yeah, the sickness and stuff wasn't actually all that bad for me until directly after filming, until the last day of the trip. So hopefully I'll heal up over the next couple of days. This is probably the worst of it right now. It's not about winning or losing, it's about how he handles the loss. My nephews, I worry about my oldest nephew. I worry about him a lot. He's been he had it hard growing up because he's the oldest son, and his little brother is like way more spoiled, I think, by their mom. So I ended up, I think, overcompensating for that. But I can't love like a mother because I'm not a mother. So I can only love like a distant aunt by throwing money at him. And so I think I threw too much money at him. early on. Because I've invested heavily in this kid's extracurriculars, okay? Soccer, yeah, I paid for that. Instruments, yeah, I'll pay for that. Shoes, yeah, if you need them for basketball, okay, I'll pay for that. You want to get into making dioramas? Okay, I'll pay for that. So he's just gotten like a lot of opportunities for free. And he hasn't stuck with any of them. I'm really hoping soccer will stick. But I'm kinda worried it doesn't. And he's getting to that age now where he's getting a little older. And I want him to be more independent. So eventually, you know, like those opportunities are gonna be cut off unless he finds one that he's really passionate about. So I'm a little worried about that one. Sign him up for the Marine Corps. I don't think we actually have anything like that. We have scouts. We have scouts for boys, but yeah, I don't think that exactly operates the same. Wait, does he has a child? Yeah, 2 of them. No, I have nephews, guys. You gotta put him on allowance. He already fucking gets an allowance from his mother, so. He's also fucking dog shit with money. Like, that kid has wasted. He works hard, and he blows it. He knows that money has a value because he works hard for it. But he doesn't know the value of money, if that makes sense. Because he blows it on inane bullshit. With his girlfriend, I think spending it on your girlfriend is fine. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I'm impressed that he's like maintained a relationship for this long so early in his life. But he is fucking mindset posters were like $12.99, and I just think about that all the time. He has access to like a professional grade printer, by the way, because I used to, because I had one for work and it just sits in my parents' house. Like that thing is souped up. Like you can make movie posters on it. So I just think about him ordering these Amazon posters for $12.99 like all the time. Fucking idiot. So yeah, I worry about him. I did text him yesterday, letting him know that I came home. I think I have to take him out shopping for diorama materials now. Oh my god, and he's also a little I think he's a little two-faced. He's a little two-faced because he'll go out of the way telling me that he can't afford something, and I'll just be like, okay, like whatever, I'll take you out and I'll buy it for you. And then he'll go to his uncle and he'll like basically ask his uncle to order him supplies, and his uncle, Brother Bug, spoils him a lot less than me. Brother Bug tries to be fair about it, but Brother Bug always relents because a lot of the time he'll just use his own money, but his own money comes from like sucking up to a grandpa and grandma Bug and like his mom. So it's a little like you duplicitous little bug. What if he spends his money on a VTuber? I don't think he's that into anime, honestly. He's pretty normie. Learning the wrong lessons there. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a good kid at his core, so I try not to get on his case too much. The younger one, I think, is much better with that stuff. And I don't worry about as much. He's just fucking lazy. He's just fucking lazy. Dizzy is a good aunt. It's not hard. I don't think it's hard being a good aunt. Your roles as an aunt are very, very, very limited. Hopefully this isn't a precursor to getting involved with loan sharks. Do they still make those in modern day Canada? Is that still a thing? Hi Dizzy, are you the fun aunt? Maybe like 2 years ago when I had a better back. I think I was more fun. Maybe 2 or so years ago, yeah. I'll get along better with them as they grow. I don't know. I do like want kids of my own one day, so I hope they don't resent me. I hope they don't grow to resent me for loving my own kids more. Assuming I love my own children more. I should, right? I should. If I have kids, hypothetically, I would love them more because they are my own children. Hypothetically, theoretically, yes. One can only hope. Jesus Christ. This is like the anxiety. Dude, when I was on the plane, flying back to Canada, it reached altitudes so high. It reached altitudes, and I was so out of it because I'm like running a fever, right? I'm running a fever. But I didn't realize what was happening, but I guess I was getting like really, really bloated or whatever from being so high up. And I was just like, I woke up, I like looked down, and my tummy was full. I was just like, wow, did I get pregnant? Is this how Mile High Club works? And eventually it all normaled out, but it was like an amazing experience for me because I was so groggy and out of it. I actually thought like I had an immaculate conception. I really thought. I caught the holy light. I mean, I could have, because I was in the one row with a girl who had absolutely like no social cues, so she kept peeking open. You know how at some point on long haul flights, they'll turn off all the lights to simulate nighttime so everyone can sleep? I was in the one row where there was a girl who just kept by the window seat, who kept opening the window seat. And so keep in mind, I'm also next to a family with a baby, with a fussy baby. So like she kept opening this window seat and the light just kept peering in at us. And me and the mother that I was sitting next to, like we were so incredibly irate. And I feel like we were just playing, like we would make eye contact and we were playing a waiting game to see which one of us would Karen first. But neither of us pulled the trigger because she had a fussy baby to deal with. And this fussy baby was also like very ill-mannered. It threw stuff at me multiple times during the trip. She kept having to apologize. And I was also sick, so I was having like mini coughing fits here and there. But so neither of us pulled the trigger because we were also hugely inconvenient for the other people around us. But this is what... But like, us being hugely inconvenient is circumstantial. The woman who was just peeking open the window, she was just being a bitch. She didn't need to do that. I needed to cough. I needed to cough. She needed to manage her fussy baby. This bitch was just doing it for fun. So yeah, neither of us said a thing. And we just kept being like awakened by a glaring light. God's holy light. I had somehow immaculately put a baby in me. Canadian politeness strikes again. Quite possibly, actually. Quite possibly. Is Karen Dizzy cute? Define cute. Define cute. I don't know. I think I'm just old. I've been on the internet a long time. You guys hear about that Sykkuno stuff? I didn't read the Google Docy because my flight didn't have Wi-Fi, so I just slept the whole time instead. But I think I've gotten the general gist of it from what I've gathered off other people. Is it even relevant anymore? Is it even worth bringing up? Good segue, not by choice. Don't listen to the VC call. It's bad. There's a VC call? There's a VC call? Lumi even told us he messaged her and you said he was gross. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, it's not really shocking. It wasn't really shocking information. I just assumed that it was something that everyone sort of knew about since like 2023. Because it's talked about pretty openly in some VTuber spaces. Trap Prime, thank you for $5. Dizzy, can you date me? My EXP bar is low. Is that a fucking voice call? Oh. Oh. This is what happens when men learn to pick up girls off anime, okay? That's like the sort of line you'd see in like a world only God knows, you know? Okay, but it worked. Oh. Oh. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy that love finds a way. I watch a lot of Love on the Spectrum. I can't complain. Yeah, I don't know. This is a personal opinion, but yeah, he's gross. But if you have no intention of involving yourself with him, it's really kind of a nothing burger. Like, yeah, I feel bad that girls were hurt by him and led on. I think that if they want to talk about those experiences, it's their prerogative. But also, like, are you new to the internet? Ooh, loser on the internet caught acting like a big fucking loser. Shocking information. Ooh. More news at 11. Guys, just don't talk to people on the internet. Just watch streams instead, okay? Just watch streams. Okay, in defense of girls, I come from old internet, right? I survived AOL and AIM. If you're young and you're falling for that stuff, I get it. Okay, I was groomed by lonely 30-year-old housewives whose husbands spurned them, so they convinced me to RP their dommy daddies for them, okay? Normie groomer techniques do nothing on me. I'm gonna have to try harder than that, you know? You know, my best friend for years actively lied to me about who they were for the entire time I've known them, only for me to discover their IRL streaming account like a decade later through linked social media. You can't hurt me. So credit where credit is due, like, to the younger girls just growing up on the internet now, I get it. I get it. No, go back. We need details. Which one? Who hurt you? Harry Potter RP circa 2013, 2010? I don't know. What is AOL? Oof. Oof. Old internet was Wild West. That's demonic? Oh, okay. Okay, how many of you guys had World of Warcraft girlfriends? That wasn't a girlfriend, if you're wondering. Just so you know, that wasn't a girlfriend. How many of you had MapleStory girlfriends? Yeah, that wasn't a girlfriend. That wasn't a girl, by the way. Gaia Online GF? That might have actually been a girl. That might have actually been a girl. I don't know. I think if you go into female-dominated spaces online, expecting to come out with a boyfriend, you are sorely mistaken. If you go into male-dominated spaces online, expecting to come out with a girlfriend, it's over. It's over. It's over. Some 40-year-old living in his mom's basement now has a picture of your butthole. And is exchanging that for like virtual currency online. Internet relationships don't even count. I don't know. I've seen some that work out. I've been invited to Final Fantasy weddings. I've never been to one because I don't play Final Fantasy, but I've been invited to them. Yeah. I hate that visual. You hate. I'm sorry. Did I trigger something? Did I make you remember? Fellow old internet dollar ass fave Neopet. Oh god, I wasn't that creative when it comes to Neopet. What was it called? The Usami? Neopet. The fucking rabbit squirrel looking one. I like that quite a bit. It changes though. It changes. I liked the Kachik for a while. Calvin, thank you for 25 currency. I once had a Ragnarok online GF and damn, he was very good at it. The best girls are always boys. The best girls are always fucking boys. If you're ever like, wow, this girl is perfect for me. She's so feminine and she's so good at listening to my problems and she likes all the same fucking things that I like. That is a man. The only way to accurately like even with photos, the only way to know that you actually got a real girl as your online girlfriend is if she drives you up a fucking wall. That is the only way to be sure. It sounds like you're trying to sell us on men dating men. No! Why would I, Dizzy Dokuro, ever try something so transparent like that? What? I'd never. No. Insect Devil, thank you for $2. Moved in with a girl I met on DeviantArt once. Oh, that's kind of cute. Makusu, thank you for currency. It was a simpler time online and dial up and EverQuest. To be young again. Imperatrix, thank you for 20 months. No one knows what the homies love more than the homies. True. Sean, thank you for the 5 months. Do you have any Meridian 59 UO or EverQuest horror stories? I played EverQuest for a bit. No horror stories came out of it. I was just dog shit piss poor at it. Mercenary, thank you for $5. It was a cringe point in my life. I don't know. Better to have experienced it young, I think, than as an adult. Especially, like, as an adult now. Because, like, now it's like, I wouldn't even know how to start navigating it. Because everything's so public and connected now. But back in the day, like, you could hide your shame, you know? If you discovered your Maple Story boyfriend or girlfriend was, like, catfishing you, you could just pretend that never happened. But now in the, like, social media influencer age, it's gonna be blasted out to the world whether you like it or not. Cryworm, thank you for becoming a love bug. Do you still remember your ICQ number? I don't. I don't. Thank you, Mo. That's the fit. Thank you for 19 months. Yes, but Dizzy Pout, your wiggle has returned. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm home. That's why people are not getting approached anymore. Everybody is always recording. But when did it make such good content? When it makes such good content. Has the annoying orange return? It sure feels like it. Are you talking about me? Don't detonate me. Don't bring up my PL. Sorry. I needed more Neo Citron. How much of this am I actually allowed to drink? Because this is like my 3rd cup since I got up. Uh-oh, chemical burn coming. It's fine. My throat doesn't hurt that much. It's more or less just a cough. Don't vibe dose like Jelly does. Oh, wait, Jelly's bad. Jelly's bad. She showed us her like super throat spray that she got. And she was just like downing that shit, not even hourly, like every 10 minutes. Mr. Cooper Black, thank you for your 26 months. I used to think hell was fire and brimstone. True hell is corporate slavery to necromancers. Happy 26 months. I'm not a necromancer. I just can't die. I just don't die. Dizzy Dokuro just never fucking dies. In fact, if I ever graduate, I'll just leave this model here, and then whoever wants to pilot it can pilot it. If we get a new generation in, and someone just decides that their ideal self is me, then so be it. We will recast Dizzy Dokuro with a new voice. Not sure who the fuck would want that for themselves. They'd have to have cripplingly low self-esteem, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Fuck, even if I'm still here and someone goes, I want to be Dizzy Dokuro, they can do it. They can have my body. They can revoice me. Yeah. Season 2 Dizzy. It'll be the renewal series. It'll be the Netflix adaptation. You know, imagine Dizzy Dokuro, but she's actually talented and this one can sing. Whoa, isn't that fucking awesome? I'm Dizzy Dokuro, I'm a bug. I'm Dizzy Dokuro, I'm a bug. Sorry, actually bad coughing fit. That one sounded rough. Yeah, it was. Mercenary, thank you for $10. I'm Dizzy Dokuro and I'm a love bug. I'm Dizzy Dokuro and I'm a love bug. Mr. Cooper Barack, thank you for the 26 months. I used to think hell was fire and brimstone. True. Oh, I already read that. Thank you. Demonio, thank you for 15 months. You good? Yeah. Yeah. I'm swell, guys. I'm doing swell. Hey, hauntless smashing, don't trash Dizzy's singing. It's just hard. It's really, okay, it's really fucking hard. And this is gonna be the most fucking pretentious I'll sound in a while, guys. I'll try to keep it level-headed here. It's really hard having creative interests and wanting to do creative ventures without the skill to back it up, especially after a certain age. I am of a mindset it is never too late to get started. And you know, hard work can get you pretty fucking far. You know, like, it's gotten me pretty fucking far, honestly. But I will never be able to catch up with someone who's been doing what I've started doing this year. I will never catch up to someone who has been doing the same thing since they were like 10 years old. Right? Comparison is the thief of joy. For sure. But also because I like that stuff, because I like the creative stuff, obviously I have like a taste for it, right? Also, I have my own fucking standards for it. I don't want to put out like shit work, you know? That's not my goal. I want to put out good stuff. So it's so hard when you have these sort of ideas and these sort of lofty goals and not having the skill set to back it up. Like we were in Japan and I was just walking with Lumi. And like we were just talking about some stuff that she's working on, and I just casually would mention like, man, I'd love to do something like that with this kind of concept. And she's just like, you know, that's actually like a really fucking good idea. Like that's a good concept. Like I think that would do well. And it's just like I will never be able to do it at the level that would make me happy. And I think that's like why I initially got into management in the first place, because being management would at least give me access to the people with a skill set, you know? And at least at that level, you know, maybe it wouldn't be 100% what I want at that point, because they would have to have their own creative input, but the overall quality would come so much closer, so much closer to what I want it to be. I don't know, there's just a lot of consolidation that needs to happen in the creative process, I think. I have a list of ideas I think would be cool, but I have no skills to complete them. Yeah, and some stuff is just like you're so passionate about that despite that you're gonna work towards it and do your best. But there's just like some stuff that like, no matter how brave you are, no matter how hardworking you are, it's really hard to get started. Yeah. Understandable, maybe not today, but one day, I don't know. For this particular thing that I'm talking about, I know I'm fucking vague posting. I'm a fucking vague posting king. I get that. It's probably like a impossible feat for me to accomplish, but it's nice to think about. I can call you talented all day long, and it's true. Still, maybe you're not feeling all in today. I'm not talented, but I actually don't enjoy being called talented. I appreciate you guys. I know you're trying to build me up when you say it, but I don't consider myself talented. I think I'm hardworking. I think I'm hardworking where it matters. So I get like really fed up sometimes. Talent is 20% innate, 80% work. Yeah, there's just certain people are predisposed to be better at things, but a lot of things is just starting early. Does you're my idol, stop doubting yourselves? No, I'm just being realistic. Like, I work hard because I want... Oh, I don't want to say I want to be an idol. I want to look good for you guys. I don't want to disappoint you guys. I want to keep holding myself to, you know, like a pretty high standard, I guess. But I think I'm realistic, if not slightly harsh on myself. Slightly harsh on myself. Obviously, you guys already know that we went for filming. And I'm not gonna tell you a ton about my performance or whatever, but I will say I think I had the most... I think I can say this like very objectively. I think I have the most physically intensive 3D to shoot this time around. And I think a lot of people looked at it initially and the reaction was, I could never do that, or like, oh wow, you're so talented to be able to do that. But it's like a little bit, it's a little bit forethinking. It's a little bit the ability to plan in advance, and a little bit what I'm willing to put into it. Because, you know, like concert tickets and stuff is expensive, and I'm not gonna make you guys pay for something that I myself am not proud of, is how I think about it. I can't in good faith advertise something that I wouldn't want out there. I want to plug the shit out of this because I want to make money. So you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna work my ass off for it. What's with the bonk, huh? What's with the bonk? That's my capitalist Oshi! Woo! Let's go! Daisy Chain J, thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you. Hold the Akasupers. You can send it to me when I've earned it. You can send those to me when I've earned it. Appreciate it though. But yeah, it's definitely, I think, the most physically intensive performance this time around. I would say it was hard in a different way. It was hard in a different way from the Invaders concert. The good thing is, like, I came prepared. So, I actually, one of the girls, like I would go to the practice room and I would just kind of hang out, and I think someone had commented too, like, oh, like, what have you been up to the last few days? And I had been taking it pretty easy because sick, and I think they were a little concerned that I wasn't doing it seriously, because, you know, they too have spent a lot of time and effort like practicing their performance, but I basically spent like the month leading up to the trip like grinding myself into the dust for this. So thankfully I think that time made up for the lack of hard practice I could give in Japan. Do you consider it better than the last concert? Yes, I would consider it better than the last concert. In some ways. It depends what you want out of it, right? It depends what you're expecting. Yeah. You were setting yourself up for a success for sure. Well, it's just like the experience, right? Like, I know now that it's easier to do the hard work before you're there and make it so you can enjoy your time there a little bit more. This will be my first IRL, so I'm super excited for it. Oh, I'm glad. I don't know, I actually really like the digital experience. I really like watching the digital concert. So I know this is a lot to fucking ask. So even if you're there IRL in person for concerts, I would suggest maybe paying for the concert that you wish to watch the most for the digital version, because I think it's a really good experience. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say which day I'm in, but you might be able to figure out from some context clues. The camera work makes a difference. Yeah, it really does. Are there going to be digital tickets? Oh! Actually, no, it's kind of a given. Yeah. Did both for first transmission and gonna do both for best. Okay, can you tell me, like, well, what did you ultimately prefer, the digital experience or the live experience? Because obviously I haven't been able to go live. I still haven't seen a VTuber concert live. I remember there was this like world tour VTuber concert that was supposed to happen in 2023 that got canceled, and I kind of wanted to go. I preferred it live, to be honest. I like the center view. Yeah, but then you can see all the angles where I fucked up. I like the energy of live, but people stood in front of a main stage, so it was hard to see. I can't go to FaceCon, so it's digital for me. I think the digital is a fun experience. It'll be digital for me too. If you think about it, if you're one of the people who's watching this digitally, we're gonna be watching together anyways. Oh, maybe that's a thing we can do. Maybe I'll do some watch alongs, either here or on the main channel. I think that'd be kind of fun, right? Right? Yeah. But immersion? Okay, I'll just quickly exit. I'll just quickly exit and put a be right back sign up when it's my set. Are you gonna watch yourself too? No, I can't. For immersion. I would love to go to FaceCon if it was in Vancouver. I mean, it's just in a bigger Vancouver, honestly. I did record like sick though, so I think you guys will probably hear a lot of that, so apologies in advance. I don't know, I was like really out of it because I was fevering, and how do I say this? politely. I have an incredibly lewd body. So when I sweat, it tends to build up and stick. And there's not really a good way of dealing with it. So that is why I'm sick right now, mostly. That is why my condition has not improved. Yeah. Yeah. No talcum powder? I can promise you right now that wouldn't have helped my situation. That's what made you sick? Okay, like imagine like that. Going from like the hot cold, and also like you're just damp to drenched at any given time. God, I wish I was flat. Towels exist, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Those got thrown in the trash. What a shame. What a shame. I forget who, but someone was actually joking that they were gonna take the towel back and resell it on eBay or something. It was like a crayon Shin-chan towel. When you have a Super Saiyan body, just try opening the door and make the entire house crumble. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant. Trap Prime, thank you for 5 months. You could have sold those towels. So much hate. Mother Nature decided to punish me because I'm just too sexy to see Dokuro. Perhaps. I don't know. It was a rough session for me. I think it was a rough session. I think everyone at the end was so excited. So I think we got out around like 10:30 or something. And we came in around noon for shooting. So everyone was so excited to be going home before midnight, which was my only goal with that shoot. I was so tired and so feverish that the only thing on my mind was going home before midnight. But when we finished, everyone was like re-energized and so happy to be there. And I was just like staring off into the distance, like imagining a cool winter breeze hitting my body. I was not there at all. We were all at filming, but I was not at filming. I was not at filming. I was astral projecting. Exactly. Dizzy stare. On top of a mountain in the blizzard, the lights were on, but nobody was home. It worked though, because I somehow managed to communicate with the Japanese staff smoothly in my like fever haze, because as we were leaving, they like had some questions, and they were just like, DZ-san, and I was just like pointing at things, and somehow it worked. Like I had like, whoa, sudden Japanese communication. It was amazing. Oh no, Dizzy is sick. No, get better, Dizzy. I'll try. Thank you. Nihongo Jozo. I'm Elise Jozo. At Nihongo Immigrant. If anything, my Japanese has like terribly degraded over the course of the last like 3 years. I used to be a little bit better. I used to be able to get around like Japan by myself. I think I'm like ultra super fucking mega spoiled by the girls around me. So I've let myself just forget everything. Because if I'm out of BB will do all translating for me, and if I'm out of an invader, usually it's Jelly or Ember will like take care of it. So yeah, I am most not Jozo. Most not Jozo. I guess if we ever go to fucking Quebec or Paris, I can try my best, but I really don't remember a lot of French. We need more face fans at AWA, dude. It could have been louder for the cheering. Well, show me videos of how loud you guys get at FaceCon. I wanna see. Parlez-vous français? Barely. You didn't speak fluent French before? Not fluent. I was in... Here's a little bit of lore, I guess. I was in French immersion for a very long time. Yeah, I was in early French immersion, so like a lot of my education was in French. A lot of my basic education was in French, but like I don't know, language is one of those things for me that if I don't use it for a week, I forget it all anyways. Would that only matter if you were in Quebec? It was like optional. I don't actually know why I was in it. I think the Asian mindset was just optional education option. Must be advanced, must sign up daughter. And that's how I got in. That's it. So does that make you ESL? No, I'm fucking ESL because I'm ESL, guys. It's not for French. We're both second languages. Try to find one fucking language I speak fluently. It does not exist. It does not exist. Even English is like we're a little shaky on English, we're a little shaky on the mother tongue, we're a little bit shaky on the French. Nihongo not very Jozo. Yeah. Yeah. Jiggling is universal, I guess so. The joke doesn't work as much because you speak with such clarity. Sorry, Dizzy. Are you new here? Do you not notice the stutter? Maribine, thank you for $2. Everything as a second language. Yeah, a true ESL. Trilingual means you're rusty at 2 and capable of 1. I don't even know how capable of the last one I am. I don't know. One good thing, I guess, that came out of Japan is I guess I got more conservative outfits. That's kind of exciting. I had a really hard time packing. I had a really hard time packing for Japan because I'm very fucking gaijin desu. I'm very gaijin desu, so I either wear nothing but like sweatpants and pajamas, right? Or I wear like pretty, like a lot of leather and tight fitting clothes. Black dresses, yeah, let's go with that. No business casual, maybe like half a decade ago when I needed to go into office. I might have like one blazer hanging out somewhere. But yeah, I'm on like two ends of extremes. So either it's like an absolute fucking slob, like pants with a pizza stain, or like questionable woman on the street. And there was like no in between, so I had a very hard time packing because neither of those styles are like socially acceptable by Japanese standards. So I had to go shopping. We have a whole fit issue where nothing actually fits me in Japan. So I got a lot of oversized sweaters and baggy clothes and like high neck cardigans. And I became Japanese for a little bit, and that's kind of exciting. Yeah, questionable as in Lumi. I think Lumi dresses nicely. I think Jelly gives her shit because of the age gap. I think Lumi dresses nicely. Lumi is like really hot by New York standards. Lumi is like, you know, she's like a New York 8. And not even like shitty New York. She's like a Manhattan 8. You know? You want to approach her in Queens, but she's like a Manhattan 8. Yeah. But she just dresses like, you know, she just dresses like someone who would like be there. Yeah, like an uptown girl. Da 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 da. Modern New York Jesus Disney, that's a terrible insult to one of your close friends. What do you mean? She's like so hot for New York. But I think her style doesn't really translate very well in Asia because it's so like modern trendy. Like I don't think I've ever seen her in pink. I don't think I've ever seen Lumi in pink. You know? Yeah. Meanwhile, I've only seen Jelly in like cute stuff. She's like super cute. That's thank you for $2. Is she Slavic? I need to know, please. I beg. Lumia is whatever you want her to be, man. You just have to redeem enough points on Twitch. Pastels, yeah. That sounds about right. I don't see Lumia as a pink woman. Define cute stuff like skirts, I guess. Skirts and lace and fluffery. She's fluffy. She looks like imagine some Chinese woman's very expensive dog. And that's Hoshimi Jelly. Yeah. I see it. What? Adorable. See? Very fluffy, exactly. She just called my Joshi a dog. It's not a bad thing to be, man. People love their pets. And then Ember has good fashion. I think Ember dresses well. Yeah. And Jelly in Gelato Peak. Oh yeah, we did some damage there. We did some damage. I picked out pajamas for Lumi. And I was so fucking proud of them. I was just like, I think Lumi would really like this set. And this was like before she had landed, so I bought them, and then Shelly went to go pick up Lumi from the airport or whatever, and brought her back to the Airbnb, and Lumi saw the pajama, and then she texted me like, did you pick these for me? And I'm just like, yeah, and then Jelly replies, she hates it. But I thought they were really nice. I thought they fit her super good. I don't know. I feel like we're special now because I picked them. She hates them. Ooh. They were not pink. They weren't pink. I got her dinosaur pajamas. I think dinosaurs are cool, man. I think dinosaurs are cool. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. You bought what you wanted? No, I also got my own pajamas. They're also dinosaur pajamas, but slightly different. Were they leather? I do not sleep like that, man. I don't sleep like that. I actually don't sleep in pajamas usually, but I think Japan was cold enough that I did this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here. I think my throat's going pretty badly right now. So, sorry. Thank you guys. I'm sorry for the super low energy and the constant almost brain fog. But I did want to stream for you guys since it's been a while. Agamata, thank you for $10. Dizzy, please tell me your favorite dinosaur. I don't know, T-Rex. Welcome back. Dizzy, get well, thank you. I will have my schedule up by tomorrow. We're probably getting streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Sunday if I'm up for it. But I will be off Friday, Saturday. Saturday we'll probably do a phase weekly. No, I haven't watched Rooney and Sheenon's phase weekly. No, I don't plan to. Come on, guys, get it together. Why would I watch my own clips? But we'll be back to that, and then yeah, next week will be business as usual. Almost full week while sick. What the fuck are you talking about? That's literally a full week. That is literally a full week. If I stream 4 days, that's a full week, and I just named 5 days. Demonio, thank you for $20. Get plenty of rest, and here's some money from meds. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This was fun to see variety, but glad to have you back on it. Thank you. 5 days is literally a work week. I also work on stuff behind the scene, guys. It's not, I don't just work 3 hours a day, I promise. I do work. This might not be a real job. This might not be a real job, but I do try. Proof the fucking sweat stains on my ass. Is that proof enough for you? Is that proof enough? But it's good being back. It's good being back. It'll probably be a very low energy week, so please put up with me. Please put up with me for that. And hopefully we'll be back to regular business next week. Puni Puni Puru Boy, thank you for 25 months. Thank you. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for waiting. Remember to bring new memberships or whatever fuck. Content. 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 Content.